The story of the first little black girl to integrate an all-white school in the United States is a poignant chapter in the history of civil rights and education. Her name is Ruby Bridges, and her courage and determination at such a young age made her an iconic figure in the struggle for racial equality. Ruby Nell Bridges was born on September 8, 1954, in Tylertown, Mississippi, to Abin and Lucille Bridges. In 1960, at the tender age of 6, Ruby became a pivotal figure in the American civil rights movement. This was the year when she became the first African-American child to attend William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans, Louisiana, following the U.S. Supreme Court's landmark decision in Brown v. Board of Education, which declared that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. The decision to integrate schools met with widespread resistance in the South, and Ruby's journey was fraught with challenges. Her parents were initially reluctant to send her to an all-white school, fearing for her safety. However, they were persuaded by the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, which saw this as a critical step in the fight for civil rights. Ruby's father lost his job, her grandparents were evicted from their farm, and the family faced constant threats and harassment from those who opposed integration. On November 14, 1960, Ruby Bridges took her historic step. Escorted by 4 federal marshals for her protection, Ruby walked through a hostile crowd of white protesters shouting slurs and threats. This image of a tiny, composed girl surrounded by towering marshals became an enduring symbol of the civil rights movement. Norman Rockwell famously captured this moment in his painting, The Problem We All Live With, which depicted Ruby walking to school amidst jeers and thrown objects, with the word "nigger" scrawled on the wall behind her. Inside the school, the atmosphere was equally tense. Many white parents withdrew their children, and all but one teacher, Barbara Henry, refused to teach Ruby. For a year, Ruby was the only student in her class, and Mrs. Henry, who treated Ruby with kindness and respect, was her sole teacher. The two developed a close bond, and Ruby thrived academically despite the isolation. The psychological toll on Ruby and her family was immense. She had to be constantly guarded, and her parents faced ongoing economic and social repercussions. However, Ruby's resilience and her family's steadfast support helped her navigate this challenging period. Ruby later recalled how she prayed for the people who tormented her, demonstrating a remarkable capacity for forgiveness and compassion. Ruby Bridges' story did not end with her first year at William Frantz Elementary. She continued her education, eventually graduating from high school and later working as a travel agent, a profession she pursued for 15 years. Ruby also married and raised 4 sons. Her experience during the integration crisis led her to become an advocate for tolerance and education. In 1999, she established the Ruby Bridges Foundation, dedicated to promoting the values of tolerance, respect, and appreciation of all differences. Ruby's legacy has been honored in various ways over the years. In 2000, she published a memoir, Through My Eyes, recounting her experiences as a child on the front lines of desegregation. Her story has been the subject of books, films, and numerous articles, ensuring that new generations learn about her bravery and the broader struggle for civil rights. In 2011, Ruby Bridges visited the White House and viewed Rockwell's painting with President Barack Obama, who acknowledged her significant contribution to the nation's progress toward racial equality. The moment symbolized a full-circle journey from the days when Ruby was a lonely child confronting a hostile crowd to a nation that elected its first African-American president. Ruby Bridges' courage at such a young age helped pave the way for future generations of African-American students. Her story remains a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of standing up for justice, and the profound impact that one individual can have on the course of history.